Peace to the original people of the Creator. Welcome to another edition of Fresh Fire Friday with TY and Reggie. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Let's go ahead and get this started, man. What the topic for today?
Hey, this week we're gonna hit you. We're gonna stay with the theme of the NFL. We're gonna hit you with the Fresh Five teams or players that have impressed you or disappointed you these first 2 weeks of the season.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it can go either way, or it can be a mixture of both. So,
Okay.
What you got?
Wow. I just picked players who are impressing me so far.
Okay.
First one I'm gonna go with is Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna hit Tua Tagovailoa,
Okay.
Stephon Diggs,
Okay.
Jalen Hurts,
Okay.
and Michael Parsons.
Okay.
So those are my five players that are impressing me so far going into week 3.
All right. So I'm glad you went with players because I kind of went with teams, but it was based on some of those players. I looked at some of the stats and I was like, man, like Barkley. Well, I'm gonna just start with the Giants. I got the Giants. They 2-0. That's impressive to me. I didn't feel like that they was gonna be 2-0 to start the season. And they've been 2 tough wins if you watch a little bit of the games. Now, Barkley is a big reason of that, but he had a great week 1, but he only had 72 yards last week. But it doesn't matter. He's still doing a lot better coming off those injuries that, over his career. So I'm happy to see him getting it. So that was my first team, was the Giants. My second team, again, you said Tua, I said Miami. You see, we still on the same page. Miami 2-0. And the crazy thing about Miami, that game last week, man, I just knew for a fact they was going to lose, man. Like I kind of turned from that game because you remember I was telling you that I couldn't watch.
I couldn't get it, yeah.
But because that was one of the games that was available, so I was watching some of that game. But I got to be honest, I didn't see any of that because I'm saying though, when I was watching it, none of that happened. It happened after I turned or whatever.
Who you talking about? Miami?
Yeah, the Miami game.
All in the fourth quarter. It was all in the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying. I missed all of that. So we talked about this week 1. Well, before week 1, that this was a make or break year for him. So I'm happy that, you know what I'm saying, so far he's doing what he needs to do to show that he's capable of being a starting quarterback in the NFL. So that was my second team. My third team, well, I'm gonna skip to my disappoints. And that's the Bengals. I know you guys got a tough division, but I wouldn't expect them to come. I'm looking more so it's okay being 0-2 in y'all division, playing the teams that they played. You know what I'm saying? Okay, shout out to the Cowgirls. They lost to them, but more so I'm just saying how they've been losing is what more disappointing to me. You came from this, y'all played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they didn't fix the issues that
they didn't. I don't even know how they got there last year. So that's a team that I didn't see that coming at this point in the season. And then another disappointment for me is your second love, the Raiders. They 0-2. So I didn't really see that. I know they in a tough division. I expected them to have a kind of step back. As I said, the Chargers was going to, move up the ranks in that division. And you still got Kansas City that own the division, so to speak. And then you had Russell Wilson moving over to Denver. So I know that's one of the toughest divisions in the league right now. But I didn't see them being 0-2. And the show is all about positivity. So I'm going to finish my 5 with a positive. And that's the Buffalo Bills. Who we thought they were. However, like you said, Diggs, he's very impressive, man. He looks very good. And then I'm just saying, overall, as a team, man, they clicking. They clicking on all cylinders. Their defense is decent. Their offense is there. So I'm saying they're going to be a tough team to beat. You know what I'm saying? Going down the stretch. And then it's all about these early games that don't really – some people don't think they count, but they count later because you don't want to go to Buffalo in January.
No. And
That's
you
like
done
going to
been
New
to,
England. You don't
and you
want to
done
do
been
that.
to the you done been to the you done went to a game in the frozen tundra. So you don't want to go there later in the season.
No, those are places that, and see, these are the games that you gotta win against those teams to keep it where you don't have to go to those places in January.
Yep.
You know, go to Green Bay in September and beat them. So you don't have to come back in January. So they have to come to you in January. But that was my 5. I mean, it's plenty different ways we could have went with it. It was cool that you went with players because some of the players that you was going with, I was going with their team. So it kind of, a different perspective. But while we on that, man, just touching back on last week real quick, man, I shouldn't even make no more picks. I mean, the only pick I got right was the one I wanted to not get right. You know what I'm saying? I think I had we split it up. So I think I had 8 picks. I probably went like 1 for 8, man. I probably don't even deserve to make picks this week, even though we're going to try it again. I'm going to try to right a few wrongs this week. But speaking on that, let's go down to 1 o'clock games for this week and tell me what you like and what you don't like.
All right. First game gonna be the Bills and the Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Okay.
Second game, Bengals and Jets. This is another surprise. Somebody that could have easily made that receiver that the Jets have. He having a breakout season too. I'm gonna take the Jets on this game because the Bengals cannot protect their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That dude ain't gonna make it through the whole season, man, if they don't start blocking for him, you know. Next game, Raiders and the Titans. Derrick Henry ain't got it. He don't look like he lost.
Something ain't right with him.
Because he got lit up last week. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this. My second love. Then we got the Saints and the Panthers. I'm going with the Saints.
Okay.
Then next got the Ravens and the Patriots. Lamar Jackson was supposed to win last week. So, and he, like you said, this is a contract year.
Yeah.
You know, he want his money. He betting on himself. And I hope he get it. So I'm going with the Ravens. Then you got the Lions and the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings, see what Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson can do.
Yeah, they coming off a bad loss.
Yeah. Eagles and Commanders. Jalen flying high. So I'm going with the Eagles. Chiefs and the Colts. I mean, go ahead and go with Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Then this is going to be an interesting game, though. Texans and the Bears. It can go either way, but I'm going with the Bears. I think this is going to be probably Justin Fields' best game, even though I feel like his last game was his best game, you know? But I'm going with the Bears on this. What you got?
All right, so starting with tonight's game, Steelers, Browns. Neither quarterback is impressive to me. So
defense is solid.
Yeah, this is a division game. So really, all honesty, it could go either way. But I'm gonna ride with the Steelers on it. I think they'll edge it out. I just feel like, yeah, it definitely ain't gonna come down to quarterback play. So I just feel like the Steelers the more complete team, so to speak. So that's my pick on that one. Moving along, I got the 4 o'clocks this week. So let me slide on up. Definitely Chargers over Jaguars. That's too easy. I have no faith in the Jaguars.
They're looking all right.
Yeah, I didn't pick them last week, and I think they won last week, right?
Yeah, they're looking all right.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, I think the Chargers.
You got love for the Chargers, bro.
I do, but I'm saying though, you gotta think, like, if you looked at the Chargers last week, that was a winnable game. It was a pick 6 that changed the game. I mean, which that can happen, but I'm just saying, I feel like they'll handle the Jaguars. Falcons, Seahawks. I'm not impressed with neither one of these quarterbacks, neither. But I'm gonna go with Seahawks over the Falcons. That's probably more of a personal thing. Falcons in my division. I want them to lose every game if they can.
Yeah.
Packers,
I
Buccaneers.
would flip a coin on that one.
Yeah, pretty much. The Packers, Buccaneers. I'm going with the Packers, man, because even though Tampa beat us last week, I'm not impressed. Dude, it was 3-3 in the fourth quarter.
Who you going with?
I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah,
I'm not impressed with Tampa.
Tampa don't even have the number one receiver this week anyway. Mike Evans out.
But even with that, even with them last week, they had 3 points in the fourth quarter. They scored one offensive touchdown, and then they had a pick 6. That's how they put that game away. It was 3-3 late in the fourth quarter. So
they said Tom Brady pumped them up with that fight.
Yeah, okay. All right. We'll go with that. Next game is Rams and Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Rams. The Cardinals they don't look right. I don't know. They might pick it up a little later on in the season, but right now they're not impressing me. So I'm gonna go with the Rams on that. Even though both of them is 1-1, I'm saying it's a division game, but I'm gonna go with the Rams, man. I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl champs. 49ers, Broncos. I'm gonna go with Russ. I know they got Jimmy G, and he looked pretty decent last week. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they're in Denver, and that's kind of what made me pick Denver. They're in Mile High. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of those you could flip a coin too.
Yeah.
That's a tough game. That's the Sunday night game. And then the Cowboys and the Giants. I'm sorry, Cowgirls. I'm going with the Giants. They 2-0. I just don't like y'all. I'm going with the Giants. I have no other reason. We could flip a coin on that. And I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Lawrence Taylor gonna be at that game because everybody, they talking about Michael Parsons. So Lawrence Taylor he said they asked him a question. He said, "I'll make up my mind on this kid's future after the game that I'm gonna be at next week." He said, "I'm gonna be at the game Sunday night."
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, "I'll be there."
No. That's the Monday night game.
Monday night game. Okay, yeah. And he's standing on the sideline. He said, "I'm standing on the sideline."
Yeah. So that's my picks. We'll see. Hopefully, I can't do nothing but go up.
Yeah,
I can't do it get better. When you
if you get worse than last week, then
I'm gonna stop picking. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I do worse than last week, I will not pick next week. I'll just let my brother pick all the games, and I'll just listen. Because obviously, I don't. I mean, hey, it's any given Sunday.
Hey, it is what it. Nobody better not take no picks we making and try to win some money off them because you're done. You're done.
Yeah. Don't go to FanDuel or whatever these sites call it.
Yeah, gonna be mad. Yeah,
but that's what we have, and before we let you go, I always try to throw out a quote. So nothing really serious this week. Is just the measures of your intelligence is the ability to change or adapt. One more time, the measures of your intelligence is the ability to change or adapt. Anybody that know anything about me, my brother, know we always talking about evolving, changing, adapting. That's life. So when I came across this, I felt like I wanted to share that because you got to be able to change. You got to keep moving. You got to figure it out. You got to adjust. No one said anything was going to be fair because we've had a lot of unfair situations in life. And the sooner you understand that and can get over that,
better you'll be.
The better you'll be.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. That's dope. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. We want to see some comments. Tell us what your picks are and you know who you got for this coming up week 2. And if you disagree or you agree with anything we said, make sure you leave a comment on it. As always, thank you for listening to Fresh Fire Friday with TY and Reggie. Peace be unto you.